Kia ora, haere mai, welcome back to Whangarei. Match day 2 of the Rugby World Cup and the third game of our Sunday afternoon triple header. It's Wales against Scotland. First time a Women's Rugby World Cup has been held in the Southern Hemisphere. Great expectation here and a brooding sky at the Northland Event Centre. It's breezy, difficult for the kickers. Okay, the top two from each pool of four will automatically progress to the quarterfinals. The other two sides in Pool A played at Eden Park last night. New Zealand with the bonus point win over Australia. Wales have dominated this fixture of late, winning 16 of the last 18 against Scotland. Wales arrive having qualified by finishing 7th at the previous Rugby World Cup. That was enough.
Maybe the scorelines don't make the most pleasant reading. You use those warm-up games to try things out and test combinations. What can we anticipate seeing out there today based on those games?
Yeah, 100%. You know, it was a great opportunity for us to look at combinations, expose some players, especially in that Canada game, and then obviously look at other combinations in the England game. So hopefully we can see intensity from us, a good kicking game, and also play with some speed. That's the challenge today.
You know Scotland better than most. How do you stop them getting on the front foot early on? Yeah,
it's a difficult challenge. They're a great team that keep hold of the ball for long phases. So, you know, discipline in our defensive system is going to be key today, not to give them into our 22. That's going to be a challenge for us, which we've got to nail today. But then if we do get turnovers or get the ball, is capitalising on those.
Public?
Diolch yn fawr.
Johan Cunningham looking forward to this game against Scotland. The Scots playing at their first Rugby World Cup for 12 years. Let's hear from their head coach, Brian Eason. In a moment, they earned their place here by beating Colombia in the final qualification tournament in Dubai back in February. Here's Brian Eason.
Brian, it's Scotland's first Rugby World Cup in 12 years. How do you not let the occasion get the better of this team today?
We've worked quite hard this week about being calm. We've said about being fresh, clear, confident and calm coming along in the bus. If we could do that, you know, during this week, make sure the loading was right and they were clear on the messages, we'd be in a good place. This morning has been really good. They've been in a good, relaxed atmosphere, and us as a management team have worked really hard to make sure that, you know, in front of the show curtain, that we were all kind of game face on as well, and make sure we had that calm exterior.
It does mean that your entire team are debuting in the Rugby World Cup. Has that come with its own set of challenges?
Of course it does. I mean, we're an experienced team in terms of cap numbers. We're over 550 caps for their starting 15, so you know that's good for us. But obviously, a World Cup brings its different challenges. But I think we've got some real mature heads in there. I think that brings a lot of experience on and off the field, and they've been able to talk the younger ones up in terms of what they could expect, albeit they've never been in a World Cup before.
Go well today.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers.
Yeah, big day for Scotland. Been 12 years, a long wait since they'd appeared at a Rugby World Cup. The entire Welsh squad plays in the Premier 15s competition in England. Hooker Carys-Phillips plays in her 61st Test match. Second row, Georgia Evans makes her first Test start of the year, and no forward has scored more tries than number 8 Sinead Harris at Rugby World Cups. She'll become Wales' top point scorer in history if she gets another.
And the halfbacks, Fionn Lewis and Eleanor Snowstill. Eleanor Snowstill with full of experience. Centre partnership, Hannah Jones moves to 12 and will captain the side. And a big talking point is Megan Webb coming in at 13. And the danger players in the backfield, a regular combination of Jasmine Joyce, Lisa Neumann and Kaylee Powell.
Siobhan Lillicrap, named as tour captain ahead of the World Cup, will play off the bench in this one. 10 players in the Scotland run-on side also started the loss to Wales back in April. New Zealand-born loosehead prop Molly Wright started her life playing rugby in Reefton on the west coast of New Zealand. Lock Emma Wassell, the most capped Scottish international of all time. The back row of captain Rachel Malcolm, McLaughlin and the firefighter Jade Conkle will be crucial.
Scotland halfbacks, a key partnership for the management of this game. Katie Mattison on her 7th cap alongside experienced Helen Nelson. A steady centre partnership in the midfield with Hannah Smith and Lisa Thompson. Be pivotal to unlocking their back three, and there's plenty of danger out wide in Scotland's back three with Rona Lloyd and Megan Gaffney make up the wings, and with the pocket rocket of Chloe Rowley at field 15.
Replacements for Scotland, not many caps. But plenty of players ready to make an impact. Coin toss happened a little while ago. Hannah Jones on the left, Rachel Malcolm on the right.
Tails. Oh, heads. Yeah.
We will play in that direction.
Okay. So kick. Yep.
As in, we'll play from this
Yeah.
direction.
Okay.
So you play left to right?
Left to
Side.
right.
Okay. I will kick to that. Okay.
Yeah.
Go. Perfect. Thank you very much.
Perfect.
Wild
That's
kicking, right for left.
Yes.
So Scotland win the toss, but it's Wales who will get us started. Such a proud moment for all these players, especially the Scotland women, every one of them making their World Cup debuts today.
Please welcome Scotland and Wales.
It was a test match win in 2017 for Scotland over Wales that was seen as their huge turning point. That ended a 7-year wait for a test match win. Wales have competed in all but one Women's Rugby World Cup. They finished 7th in 2017. That was enough to qualify them for this event here in New Zealand. A couple of rousing anthems coming your way.
Please be upstanding and join us in the singing of the
Land
national
of my fathers, but
anthems
first,
of Scotland
Flower of
and
Scotland.
Wales.
emotion flows out of the Welsh and Scottish players at the national anthems here in Whangarei. Such a big occasion in Pool A. So important to start well in this group. Cara Hope alongside Karis Phillips and Don Rose, the Saracen at tight head. Natalia John, experience alongside Georgia Evans in the second row, but it's the back row where they shine. Alicia Butchers, Calendar, and Sinead Harris, the try scorer extraordinaire, often does the business. Fionn Lewis at scrum half alongside Eleanor Sosa will steer the ship. Hannah Jones at captain, Newman on the wing. Big responsibility for Megan Webb, and the speed of Jazz Joyce on her birthday out wide. Kaylee Powell, the fullback. Lily Crapp on the bench, World Cup captain, starts off the pine for this one. Here are Scotland. Molly Wright, the New Zealand born, on the loose head side. Lana Skeldon, all the experience, and the Canadian born Christine Belial. Wassell, most experience all time against the RAF officer Sarah Boner. The captain Malcolm McMillan, and Jade Conkle, the firefighter, at number 8. Katie Maddison, formerly of England, now of Scotland. Helen Nelson and Lisa Thompson. Lots of experience in the midfield. Meg Gaffney gets the left wing shirt. Hannah Smith. Rona Lloyd with all the pace in the world. Chloe Rowley, the Exeter chief, waiting at the back to make an impact. Match referee Clara Munarini from Italy, Julianne Zussman, Tyler Miller the assistant, Chris Asmus the TMO. Wales get us started off the boot of Eleanor Snowsill. Scotland right to left in their traditional navy blue. Here's Snowsill again. Hands it off to Kaylee Powell, the Bristol Bear. There are 3 Bristol Bears at 13, 14 and 15 in this Welsh backline. All these players play their rugby in the English Premier 15s competition. And they decide to kick early with the breeze at their backs. And that's a good one. Flicked inside, but not quick enough by Chloe Rowley. It'll be a line out deep in Scotland's territory. They'll have the throw.
Excellent start from Wales, sorry. We talked about the kicking game being an area that they've been focusing and working on. Just great nudge from Eleanor Snowsill to pin Scotland down in the corner.
Thank you. Wait.
So Sarah Boner and Emma Wassell, there she is, all-time most capped player for Scotland. She is the target at the front. Brings it down safely, and here's Jade Conkle. You'll see a lot of this for the big Harlequin number 8. Nelson with the clearance kick and does find touch.
Yeah, plenty of pressure there. See, Scotland opting to get the ball out, try and relieve some of that pressure, but noticeably Wales didn't compete in the line-out, so they had all their players on their feet to go and put pressure on.
Good take in the middle of the line-out this time for Wales. Slow ball though coming out, lots of bodies on the floor.
Check is good, no hands.
Narrow back line outside Fionn Lewis, the Worcester Warrior. Hannah Jones, on-field captain, with Siobhan Lillicrap on the bench, and here's the first carry from Georgia Evans, the Saracen from North London. Karis Phillips, 100 kilograms, a 61st cap. Good punch from her, just trying to bend this Scotland defence. Holds firm for now. Good tackle from Lisa Thompson in her 47th Test match. Cara Hope. Snowsill decides to kick again. Jazz Joyce was the target. It was a little too heavy, straight into the hands of Megan Gaffney, but there's a whistle.
Contact in the air. In the air.
For contact in the air is the call. It'll be a penalty to Wales.
Again, talking about Wales's kicking threats and what options they have. Lovely little option to put the ball over. Probably just a little bit too much for Jazz Joyce to get underneath. But when you've got a weapon like that outside and there's a bit of space, it's a lovely option. Now this is a pivotal moment. Can they convert this pressure and this territorial position into some points?
Snowsill, so experienced. The Welsh fly half in a 67 test. A good attacking opportunity for them. Karis Phillips with the throw, former captain of this Wales team. She finds her target well. And here they go with the line-out drive. Karis Phillips gets in the boot in behind, but the riposte now from Scotland. Plenty of support here in Whangarei for both of these teams. So many family and friends have travelled. Here's a show and go from Hannah Jones, the skipper, 4 metres out. Lewis, Snowsill, inside ball to Sinead Harris. 4 tries at the 2017 World Cup. Harris, Snowsill just can't hold on to the pass.
No advantage. Blue collapse.
But they will
3. Collapse.
revert to the penalty advantage. The driving maul was collapsed by Scotland.
A really positive start for Wales.
Number 3,
Seemed really
collapse.
calm, control, complete clarity. Had walkthroughs this morning, just going over their roles and responsibilities. It's been a positive start so far.
Well, Wales will be able to do it all over again.
Initially had a really strong drive, but Scotland just managed to get in behind to stop it.
They work the short side with the sneaky one round the front, almost there. Good set play for Wales. They think they're over the line, inches away. Last-ditch defence required from Scotland. Wales will rely on the pick and go here. The big forwards will take over. Almost there. Referees in good position. They'll pick and go again. One more pass away from contact. Keeping it narrow. Wales, they're over the line. They do have the try. What a start from Wales. Alicia Butchers, the Bristol Bear, gets them started here in Whangarei.
Well, that's the perfect start from Wales. All about the territory and building the pressure, but here, giving some variation, really challenging Scotland's defence. That was extremely brave, managed to hold them out. But Alicia Butchers, really intelligent, goes through the middle of the ruck and gets over. That will give them so much confidence. And the bench are pretty pleased too.
She's been a mainstay of this Wales back row since making a debut in the 2016 Six Nations against Ireland. And Snowsill just asked if she can put the ball back on the tee. Breezy afternoon, it's been blowing all day here across the field. Snowsill makes good contact and straight over. They do come away with the maximum. It is Wales who lead Scotland 7-0. We're not even 7 minutes in.
Elena Stosur's had a perfect day from the boot so far. She's been criticised over recent months about her ability to put her team in the right position. She's done exactly that. Now can they back it up?
Lisa Thompson, who was a travelling reserve at the Tokyo Olympic Games last year for the GB7s, gets us back underway. Scotland have done well off the restart here. Been charged the Katie Matheson box kick. They maintain the ball. And here come some of the big Scotland forwards now, trying to get some go forward for their team. Working the short side now, Emma Wassell. The captain, Rachel Malcolm. Loose ball for Matheson. And all over her is Georgia Evans, and she wins the steal for her team. Great timing at the breakdown. Madison just got isolated as the ball came out of that ruck.
Yeah, as we know from Wales, they always look and disrupt and be competitive around that breakdown. That's twice the ball spilled out and a charge down. Got to get numbers to the breakdown to protect the ball. Georgia Evans sniffs an opportunity and she'll take that ball.
This Welsh squad all currently on full-time professional contracts. And they get the charge on again from the line-out. Big part of their game. Snowsill again, reefs it high. On the chase is Megan Webb. Rowley can't take it for Scotland. Wales have it again. No, she's gone forward on the floor. That's the tactic from Wales. This kicking game. Difficult conditions here, difficult for the Scotland back three.
Yeah, absolutely. Such a hard take, especially when you can see Res jerseys all around you. And captain Hannah Jones right on there, pounces on the ball, loses it forward, but all the momentum is with Wales at the moment. Great option to put the ball up nice and high, but that swirling wind makes it so challenging. Chloe Rowley often so strong under the high ball.
You speak about those conditions. That breeze has been going from left to right for the whole day, and it's no different for this match. We did have some rain a little bit earlier in the day during that Canada-Japan match, but that seems to have cleared, although the pitch is still a little bit moist.
Sideline comments from Matt Ioannidis this afternoon for you. Rachel Burford alongside in commentary, former World Cup winner. Helen Nelson. Good kick for Scotland, gets them up towards the 10-metre line. There is Johan Cunningham, former player for Llanelli and the Scarlets. He actually won a Pro 12 title under Wayne Pivac. Of course, he's now the Wales head coach, formerly of Auckland and the Blues here in New Zealand. The line-out was overthrown, but reacting well was Don Rose. Lewis. Snowsill to Harris.
Tackle!
Trying to hold her up is Lisa Thompson. Snowsill again. Little angle run and a short ball to Megan Webb. She gets away from Rona Lloyd. Here's Fionn Lewis now. Good attacking move from Wales. They've got the advantage as well. It's Georgia Evans. Arriving as Karis Phillips to play scrum half. Here's Alex Callender. Fionn Lewis again to Sinead Harris. Needs one try to become Wales' all-time World Cup point scorer. High tackle was the call. Penalties racking up against Scotland.
Yeah, discipline's going to be really critical for this game. But lovely little play from Eleanor Snowsill. Lovely line break.
10 meters.
Megan Webb's been a talking point for this week. Coming into the starting lineup, hasn't featured since 2020.
Brian Eason on the left of shot there, the head coach. National A-grade coach for Scotland, also formerly of Edinburgh. Eleanor Snowsill already successful with her first kick at goal, the conversion. This one from right in front, no problem at all. Extends Wales' lead. 10-0 they lead, just short of 13 minutes.
For me, really good game management. Been in that area of the pitch, not really puncturing that line. And take up the 3 points, build that scoreboard, keep it ticking over, force Scotland to chase it.
Alicia Butchers is He's wearing a blank jersey out there at the moment. Try score it. Penalty Scotland this time. There you go. That's what they're after. Sarah Bonner having a right go at her Welsh opponents, like she's just scored a 60-metre try.
That's what turnovers mean to forwards. But clearly a tactic, looking to kick really high. Hannah Smith makes the chop tackle and allows Sarah Bonner to get in and over the ball. Now can Scotland write a reply? See, it puts her under so much pressure. And then Sarah Bonner just allows the tackle to unfold and then pounces on the ball. And look at that for a celebration.
Well, importantly, it's got them a great attacking opportunity. Need the line-out ball first. Wassell can't hold on to it. There was nothing wrong with the throw. That's a give back. Cara Hope, medical student from Swansea University. Snowsill, that front-on kicking style of hers, gets it out over the 22.
Allows Wales to breathe. But gifting the ball back there.
Ladies,
Such disappointment to work so hard to get the ball back and put themselves into a great position.
Emma Wassell playing a 58th cap.
5.
It's at 8. And there's Lana Skeldon, her 55th test. 51 of them have been starts. There you go. Bonner, she's just taken out in the air. Falls onto the floor. Officials might have a second look at that. There's Lisa Thompson. Here's Molly Wright, New Zealand born.
No clear release.
No clear release is the call. So
Clear
it'll be a
release.
penalty to Scotland right in front. Well, just to right of the uprights, about 25 out. Kickable, but into the teeth of a stiff breeze here. They're going to have a go. Helen Nelson. Here's another look at that line out where Bonner hit the floor.
Looks like her catchers just release her a bit, her carries. Her lifters just let go a little bit too early. I think she gets a small bump. But great introduction of pace there from Molly Wright. But as a tackle assist, you've still got to clear release before going for that ball. This is a good decision. Take the 3.
Helen Nelson, former Scottish alpine skier representative, played a bit of rugby in France and Montpellier as well, now with the Loughborough Lightning. Here she goes for Scotland's first points in a Rugby World Cup for 12 years. Nelson just holds up in this breeze and she's missed it right.
22, ladies.
Yeah, disappointing.
So it's Wales who are making best use of the conditions at the moment. 10-0, they lead it. Chloe Rowley chipping and chasing for herself. She got there first, but just knocks it forward. Jazz Joyce is onto it. Inside ball
Tackle.
to Callender.
Tackle. Thank you. Tackle.
Lewis
Advantage over.
butchers to Webb. Webb gets away from another tackle. Her second line break of the match. She's got Jasmine Joyce with her. Wrapped up for now, the speedster Jazz Joyce, and Wales get done for holding on the floor.
Were we not taken in the air? Yeah, it was. Did you get
it for that?
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
I'm loving the introduction of pace from Megan Webb. Questions around her selection, and she certainly made her mark early on in this game.
Yeah, just her 10th test match.
She'd never really got through here. She's got 2 defenders that she's just slipped through. See Jazz Joyce giving her the orders, draw that defender and give me the ball. But Chloe Rowley straight over the ball and so strong, supports too late. Great scramble back.
Skeldon throws the line out to Wassell. She brings it down cleanly this time. Nelson to Conkle. Took a year off to train as a firefighter.
Tackle move.
Based at a fire station out near Heathrow Airport. Nelson decides to kick. She goes straight down the middle to Jasmine Joyce. Here's an opportunity. One of the fastest players in world rugby. Ball in two hands, just drifts on the outside. They shepherd her well towards the sideline. She's not the biggest player in the world. They almost lift her right over the line. Harris. Different style of ball runner, straight into contact. Nice short ball again. Calendar picks up, goes again. Eats up a few more meters. Snowsill now. Megan Webb on the wrap around the captain Jones. Oh, that was nice as well. Wales are stringing some good stuff together now. Lisa Newman. Nice short ball again from the forwards. Natalia John with the carry. Snowsill. Cut out ball to Hope.
No hands, no hands. No hands, three.
Scotland told to let go. Snowsill again. Seems to have a lot of time. Nice inside ball to Butchers. Gets it back as well from her loose forward. Finally, Scotland get what they were looking for. They thought they might have had a nibble a phase previously. That time they get the steal.
See some lovely attacking play from Wales. Lovely hands through the back line. There was great defence early on that line break from Jazz Joyce. You can't give her free space in the backfield to exploit, especially when you have your front row on the edge. Megan Gaffney came up, defended it really well, closed the gate. Ever so often, playing back inside could often leave the support runner isolated, giving that offload away. They just missed the opportunity. And Scotland have been excellent over the ball so far.
Thank you.
Both teams have some incredible support in the crowd today. We saw that with the stirring national anthems, but I'm told that Wales have about 50 family members here in Whangarei for this match.
Wassell wins the line out. Nelson. She had an option of Gaffney on the inside. They decide to go the same way. Conkle, big step. It was Malcolm, in fact. Short ball now.
Tackle, tackle, release.
To Thompson. Tackler has to let go up to the halfway line. Scotland just getting into the game now. Katie Matheson with the box kick. It's worked out for them. I'm not sure it went quite as far as she hoped, but we're on 20 minutes and a bit of change, so we'll take on a bit of water. All up in the first quarter. Rachel, what have you made of it?
It feels like it's been all Wales, hasn't it? The intent that they're playing, real clarity and composure. Everyone knows their role. And the ball's on one side of the pitch, the organisation on the other side of the pitch. We haven't seen this side to Wales in a long time.
A few of the sights and sounds here in Whangarei. Great day of rugby it's been so far. We saw the Azzurri of Italy, a big win over the USA first up. Canada, the third seeds, far too good for Japan. Rona Lloyd and Scotland here under a bit of pressure. 10-0 down against Wales, who started very impressively indeed. There's the killer stats. 75% of the ball has been in Welsh hands, and they've had the field position too.
Yeah, which is something that Wales have definitely been challenged in, around whether they can play in the right areas of the field and apply pressure differently. We've seen crossfield kicks, we've seen a bomb up through the middle. The variation just keeps it guessing, the defence guessing for Scotland. But the area Wales need to tidy up is that breakdown. Scotland are turning the ball over after multi-phase from Wales.
Thank you.
Alicia Butchers, try scorer.
Yeah.
The other points have come off the boot of Eleanor Snowsill. Natalia John just trying to read this line out. Set up from Scotland.
There.
Looks like they're going to contest this one. Wales. Difficult throwing conditions for Lana Skeldon here. You can see the assistant referee's flag flattering in the background. They go short wisely. It was well taken, but it's loose ball for scrum half Madison, but they do have possession. Here's a hit up from Christine Belil, born in Canada. Now a dyed-in-the-wool Scotswoman.
Tackle.
Short ball this time to Hannah Smith. Change of direction. Come back the same way though now. Here's Thompson. Molly Wright arrives to make sure they secure possession. Conkle always makes yards, supported by her second rowers, Wasselham Bonner. Nelson decides to carry this one herself. She's got Gaffney with her.
He's on the ground. Go away, Red.
Loose pass though from Katie Madison. She's had an awkward start to the game, the Scotland scrum half. Decides to kick this time. Rona Lloyd on the chase. Ball's loose almost for Hannah Smith. But they do hold on to the ball. Rona Lloyd coming up with possession for Scotland. So important they try and make something of this opportunity. Nelson. Malcolm. Turnover opportunity for Wales. Callander had the ball in her hands, but they're going to go back for the original call.
Yeah, lovely box kick there from Katie Mattison. Clearly a tactic to put it up high, give Rona Lloyd time to get underneath it and compete and either force an area or be able to get the ball back themselves. But Scotland's attack at the moment, it's quite predictable. So Wales are able to double tackle players, and that takes all the momentum, which slows the breakdown down. Slow ball out to the attackers, and therefore it becomes predictable.
A slightly concerned look on the face of Brian Easton and Tyrone Holmes, Ross Miller, another assistant coach with the Scotland team. They've got plenty of intellectual rugby property behind the scenes, but right now on the field, team yet to take an opportunity. The head flicks back of Rona Lloyd, earning her 40th cap today, the right wing for Scotland. Here's Conkle. That's what they need. Bit of momentum. Madison, Nelson keeps it alive for Belil.
Back. Goes out.
Narrow channel there for Rona Lloyd. Even with her dexterity of foot, she can't get through a gap for Scotland.
No.
Still on
Scotland.
for the Scots. Wassell now. Every time they go to the floor, Wales looking for the steal.
Still advantage. You're still advantage. 1 and 3. 10 ladies, 10.
So offside is the call. That was the two props, Hope
Offside.
and Rose, that have been penalised.
Yeah, just as Katie Mattison switched play, recognised that the forwards were just getting back into position quite slowly. You can see every time there's a breakdown, there's hands and bodies in there from Wales, which slows the ball down, which is exactly what Wales will want. They won't want to give Scotland any quick ball.
This is the moment for Scotland. Bonner wins it cleanly in the middle. Conkle has it under her right arm. Skeldon arrives. Welsh players are on the floor. Skeldon still going. Getting closer, Scotland. It's crucial they pick up points here.
No hands.
Conkle's on the floor.
Still advantage. Collapse. Number 5.
Advantage Scotland as well. McLaughlin now. Her knees are on the floor. The tacklers have got to let go. They're going to use width now. Long pass over the top from Hannah Smith to Megan Gaffney. Gaffney with the right-hand fend. Jazz Joyce does her job. Arriving now is Nelson for Scotland.
Goes out.
Ball's out, says the referee, so Lisa Thompson has to react. She does well. 5 phases now.
Yeah.
This red wall of Wales just holding firm.
Still advantage.
They pick and go this time. Welsh players in a bit of traffic there, and here's Christine Baleal, a little upright though. Wales will try and hold this one up.
More form, no advantage. Number 5 collapse.
So the maul was formed. It would have been a penalty to Wales, but there's an advantage being played. We're going to go all the way back to the other side.
Number 5 collapse.
Yes, discipline's been a thing for Wales in recent times,
5 collapse in the ball.
often allowing teams into good pitch positions. Good patience from Scotland there. It's an opportunity again for them to work their driving maul.
Yeah, discipline definitely an issue. More penalties and yellow cards than any other team in the Six Nations earlier this year. Wales under pressure here because of that. Bonner wins it again. Conkle again. Here's a bit of go forward for Scotland and Skeldon. Wales collapsing. Skeldon's there. The pressure finally pays for Scotland. Lana Skeldon in a 55th Test match has a try.
Well oiled. Sarah Bonner, leader of the pack in the line out, goes to work. Jade Conkle so solid at the back of that, but so connected. Wales end up collapsing, but great work from Lana Skeldon. Just keeps her head down, keeps moving forward, knowing the players in front of her will get her to the line. And that's a great response from Scotland. Not allowed the first 25 minutes to phase them under all sorts of pressure. And that's got them right back into this game.
An amazing career, Lana Skeldon. Test debut 10 years ago against the Netherlands. She then had to wait 3 years before she won another one. Through the 50 cap mark now. Difficult kick this with this breeze in the face of Helen Nelson. Gives it a right good welly, and it won't quite get there. Not accurate enough anyway. Remains 10-5 to Wales, approaching the 30-minute mark.
Important kick-off for Scotland to keep that momentum now. Secure the ball. So often you see teams score, get themselves back into it, and then switch off.
Dr. Rachel Malcolm, PhD, awaits this restart. They go long Wales into the hands of Nelson. She kicks it straight back in the direction of Lisa Newman. Here's Snowsill. Well positioned, the fly half. Ball in 2 hands, offloads to Kaylee Powell. Ball's out. Fionn Lewis does well. Hint of a knock on there from Don Rose, but the Saracens done well. Snowsill. Georgia Evans. Shoved further forward by Alex Callender, a fellow back rower. Change of direction from Lewis. Natalia John.
Tackle. Taking back.
Just fling it back to Snowsill in the pocket and just kick it downfield again. Nice bit of football skill from Chloe Rowley. The crowd appreciated that. Lots of kicking at the moment. Nelson, that one hasn't gone very far. An opportunity now for Wales to catch Scotland on the counter-attack. Wales winning the kicking game at the moment. Karis Phillips, 100 kilograms. Good carry of the ball. Callender. Snowsill again. Hannah Jones charges into the line. Webb's there to make sure they secure possession. Sinead Harris. Snowsill. Another pass to Callender. That was nicely done. Very efficient with the ball in hand, this Welsh team. Snowsill just delays the ball. On the wraparound was Megan Webb. And a chance now for Lisa Newman. Flicks it up off the floor, back to Webb. Just gone forward. So Scotland survived for now, but Wales threatening once again.
Really important tackle there from Rona Lloyd. But what about this for footballing skills? Knows the last one was hard to take in the air. And straight after, Wales back on the front foot. Lovely little play here. Kayleigh Powell, such a key link for Wales, but that is an important tackle from Rona Lloyd. Again, that just lifts them and gives them the energy and the confidence.
Non-playing reserves for Scotland looking on, willing on their squad mates. Tell you what, Eleanor Snowsill's having a bit of an armchair ride though at the moment, isn't she? The Welsh fly half just seems to have a lot of time on the ball, either with the kicking game or the ball in hand.
I think we're seeing kicks from her that we've not seen before. The crossfield, pull back into the pocket. So Scotland probably aren't expecting it, and we're not seeing that kind of pressure on the kicker.
Madison to Thompson, good carry. Perhaps that's the way forward for Scotland, into the breeze, but look at Wales. Little Fionn Lewis, the scrum half, has got in there. Like a thief in the night, she's won possession back for her country.
Yeah, great bit of skill. Eleanor Snowsill, not known for her tackle, but puts her body on the line there and allows for Fee Lewis to be over on that ball. Both teams are getting plenty of turnovers at the breakdown. Georgia Evans is proud of her back, getting that turnover.
So impressed with the quality of the pitch here in Whangarei. This is the third game in a triple header, and it's held up so well. It still looks immaculate out there.
Crouch!
Yeah, done a great job here at Okada Park or Northland Events Centre, whatever you want to call it. Whangarei. Power comes on from Scotland, but Wales can go off the back. Fee Lewis, who won possession for them. Here's Hannah Jones, the captain, still alive for Snowsill. Megan Webb, try on. It's Kayleigh Powell. Wales have another energy, enthusiasm off the base of the scrum. And it's the fullback, Kayleigh Powell, who gets the try.
Yeah, brilliant work. Just attacks the line really hard, which makes the defenders have to sit and wait. And lovely centre partnership we're seeing. Haven't seen this combination for a long time, but they're partnering up so well. Keeps the ball alive. Snowsill there on the shoulder. Little shoulder pass. And lovely link-up play from Webb to Kayleigh Powell.
Oh, yeah. Try number 2 for Wales, all smiles for the women in red. And Snowsill can make it 17. Teed this ball up real high. %100% so far. That one, though, is just going to slice to the right, so it remains a 10-point ball game, but Wales, yet again, showing they're a team that take their chances.
Yeah, absolutely. Every time they've got into Scotland's half, they've been excellent. Really love the hands and the ability to move the ball under immense amount of pressure from Scotland.
Lisa Thompson.
Yeah, thank you.
It's going to get us back underway here. Scotland, just a few concerned faces out there now. Still an opportunity before half-time. 5 minutes to go to narrow this gap. Good restart. Rona Lloyd over on the far side, the winger.
Back.
Wins possession. Molly Wright puts the head down. Madison, Nelson, Conkle in midfield. Look at the leg drive from the big firefighter.
No hands!
Madison's there quickly, quick hands from Nelson. Might open up for Scotland. Here's Meg Gaffney. Was at the Commonwealth Games with the Scotland Sevens, along with several of her 15-a-side teammates. Emma Wassell into the 22. Belial. Chloe Rowley's up there, the fullback. Inside ball this time to Hannah Smith. Conkle now.
Thank you.
They do like to go through the phases, do Scotland, as Madison just sneaks from the
No
base.
hands now, off it.
Wales players have lost their feet. They need to let go. Advantage Scotland. They were warned.
Yep.
Conkle. 10 phases now for Scotland.
Hold up. Play on.
Lana Skeldon, the try scorer, is there. Helen Nelson, fly half, has to go in and
Yep.
play scrum half. Thompson knows she's got the free hit, chips it through for Rona Lloyd.
No advantage.
Will come back for the pen.
Some better attack from Scotland, just being really direct. Jade Conkle always beating 1 or 2 defenders. As Megan Webb on your screen comes into the side, she's had a bad run with injuries, which means she missed out on the Six Nations, but she's certainly made her mark on this game. 2 clean line breaks and a try assist, all within the first half of this game.
Yeah, just playing a 10th test match as well. She's in a final year of a nursing degree, as Megan Webb.
It's no rug.
Comes from a pretty talented rugby family as well.
I think they try to catch the ball legally, and when they come down, they release. I try to keep open up.
Keep their hands in after you said release.
Yeah.
Spirited discussion between Rachel Malcolm and the referee. And she feels these penalties are racking up, just perhaps trying to sow the seed with the referee that could be a further sanction if it continues.
Yeah, like most captains, will just be asking the referee, you know, what is it you want to see? How do we give you that clear picture?
Nelson with an opportunity. She's hit that underneath the posts. It's being held onto by Thompson, but yeah, hasn't got her kicking boots on so far. She has a wry smile. Certainly not the best kick at goal she's had in her international rugby career.
Yeah, normally a very successful kicker. You've got to be able to laugh those ones off.
Thank you.
15-5 it remains. 90 seconds to go now. Rowley. 3 tries in the last 4 test matches against Wales for Scotland. Here's
Knocking a tackle.
possession for Wales. I'm pretty pleased with how this first half has gone for them. Of course, with
Tackle,
New Zealand and Australia, played last night at Eden Park in that great occasion down at Eden Park. So important to get an opening win here in this match. Snowsill under a bit of pressure from Wassell, does get it clear.
Under pressure, scrum advantage. Under pressure, scrum advantage. In the tackle, red scrum.
So normally if you kick the ball away, the advantage would be over, but the referee's saying there was no early advantage, so all the pressure on the kicker. So they've come back for a scrum set piece. Eleanor Snowsill's having a great game at the moment. From the kicking tee, control, marshalling the players around her. You saw there she was getting a bit of kick pressure, so she's done the dummy. One thing we used to always talk about when you watch Snowsill, don't fall for the dummy.
Bind! Set!
Wales. Here's Jasmine Joyce. She's come off a right wing and she's given it to Kaylee Powell. Offloads to Newman. Fee Lewis is there. Calendar hit hard by Conkle. That's a bit of a mismatch. Nice short ball to Cara Hope. These Welsh forwards have a good skill set. They like to run into contact, just dish it off before they run into the defender. Snowsill with the dummy. Now the inside ball to Hannah Jones. She makes good yards as well. Fee Lewis. Here come Wales. Look at Snowsill just steering this ship brilliantly for Wales at the moment, but that's a good tackle. Stopping this Welsh attack dead.
Taking back.
But Snowsill again, she's just going to dink it over the sideline and say, let's go to half-time. We're happy with a 10-point lead. It is Wales who have the advantage at the break. Look at them, they're full of energy. They fancy their chances. It is Wales who are leading Scotland at half-time in Pool A by 15 points to 5. Players leave the field for a well-earned rest. It's been a captivating opening 40 minutes, but you've got to say Wales have had the better of it. They've dominated much of it, but most importantly, Rachel Burford, they have taken their chances when they've been at the right end of the field.
Absolutely, they've been ruthless when they got the ball in hand. You know, seeing some of the best attacking play we've seen from Wales in recent times. But it's just the composure, and it's all coming from Elle Snowsill, steering the ship, looking like she's got plenty of time on the ball. And the stats tell you it all there. Metres gained hugely in Wales's favour, and as well as the line breaks, which tells the story of the attack. Penalties again could become a problem in the second half for Wales. Yeah, quite evenly matched early on in the game. Wales had all the possession, but Scotland slowly clawing back. But they've got to ask more questions in defence if they want to get back into the game.
Wales leading Scotland 15-5 after the opening 40 minutes. 2 tries to 1, taking their chances, the Welsh women. Local fans enjoying the triple header here on Sunday, here in Whangarei. After the pyrotechnics at Eden Park last night. Slightly different vibe here up in Northland, but plenty of support for both teams as well. Let's take a look at the first half highlights. Five minutes in, Wales had their chance, and it was almost inevitably one of their loose forwards who got the opening score.
Yeah, you can always rely on Alicia Butchers to step up for Wales. And the power game came through from the great set piece, but just good recognition. Sees that the defender's gone past her and there's a big space. And pounces on the opportunity, but Scotland right a reply. Going to work, and they're driving more with their ever so present player at the back. Lana Skelton just knows that her team will get it to the line, stays patient. And that's probably been Scotland's best moment in the first half. That's the leg drive, how low she is to the ground. It's so hard to stop players inches out from the try line. And this all came from a turnover penalty from Fionn Lewis, who then sets this up. Beautiful hands under pressure. Defenders flying from everywhere, and Kaylee Powell, strong finish on the outside, but all came from the midfield. Shifting the point of contact, goes really hard at the line. Hannah Smith sits and then bites in on the tackle, which means Megan Gaffney's got to come in on the defender. And lovely little link play from Megan Webb. Seeing that midfield combination work really well so far.
Yeah, Hannah Jones and Megan Webb getting it done for Wales in the centre of the park. Work to do for the Tartan Army in this Battle of the Celts here, which at the moment Wales have the advantage in. Plenty of family and friends have travelled down here to the Southern Hemisphere. Long-awaited World Cup, of course, 1 year late. World Cup 21 and 22. Just a 10-point ball game. Scotland with plenty of time to get their act together and get back into this one. But right now, it's the 9th ranked Wales who have the advantage. Megan Webb, fine first half.
Yeah, she really has it come into her own. We've seen some brilliant broken tackles from her. Just her vision and then the execution to get through those gaps and link up with her support play. She had a real injection of pace, but it's the vision and the ability to see what's going to unfold against the defence, where she can pick her moments and opportunities. She's been really key to unlocking Wales in that first half.
Yeah, looks like a player with real vision, reads the game. Just the 10th Test match. She started her Rugby World Cup life in fine fashion. Megan Webb. Beautiful late afternoon sunshine here at the Northland Event Centre in Whangarei. It's half-time between Wales and Scotland. Wales 15-5 with the lead. They did have a healthy breeze at their backs in that opening 40 minutes. But Wales will be playing it into it in this second half. And Rachel Burford, how many points do you think that wind was worth? Do you think Scotland can take advantage now with the breeze at their backs?
I definitely think they'll look to use the boot and pin Wales down in the corner and try and force some errors. But at the moment, all control is with Wales. With the sun shining, that adds to the pressure in the backfield with the variation of kicking from Eleanor Snowsill.
Scotland do go long off the restart. Well taken, actually, from Hannah Jones. Just lost her footing and did really well to clear that over the sideline. Rowley thinks about the quick one. But it's been an excellent first half from Hannah Jones and her side. The run-on captain here with the nominated captain ahead of the World Cup, Siobhan Lillicrap, on the bench.
Numbers, ladies.
I'd be questioning how she managed to get that ball away. Who took the ball onto the ground. She should have had some pressure around her.
No changes for Wales. Same 15 out there. Nelson to Thompson. A little bit lateral there, Scotland. Here's Conkle. Maybe she's the difference maker that can find a way through. Apart from that driving line-out try for Skeldon in the first half, it's been difficult for Scotland to puncture this Welsh defensive line. Nelson again. Rachel McLaughlin, the Sale Shark. Yeah, there's the kicking game from Scotland. Lisa Thompson, perhaps they didn't go quite as far as she would have liked. Lisa Thompson. Melrose was her first rugby club, of course. The game of rugby sevens was invented back in 1893.
Thank you. Yep.
Karis Phillips, born in Warrington in the north of England, gets the ball back from a jumper and makes some good yards. Taken on though by Rona Lloyd.
Scrum advantage.
Madison to Skeldon. Nelson.
Yep. Coming back.
No changes for Scotland either at half-time. So both 15s intact. It's Rachel Malcolm, the captain. Yeah, conversation there with Jade Conkle.
And Alicia Butchers is still getting around in a clean jersey as well. So she had her number 6 ripped off while she was scoring the first try of the match. They didn't bring a spare jumper for her, so she's running around out there without anything on her back.
That'll be a trivia question in years to come. What number did Alicia Butchers wear in the World Cup opener against Scotland?
Set.
Pressure coming on at the scrum, but Scotland hold firm. Nelson. Malcolm to Rona Lloyd. Flicks it over the top to Rowley. Megan Gaffney has to take the tackle. There's the kicking game again from Madison, and they happy just to plug it into the corner.
A couple of times there, you're seeing need Scotland to ask more questions. They play out the back there. That ball goes to hand from Rona Lloyd to the outside. And they will manage to get a line break on the outside, but it's just those basic, simple handling errors that are not helping.
In here.
Alicia Butchers,
Yep, in here.
with that numberless jersey, leaps high and hits the deck, and they've got the penalty. Sarah Bonner, training to be a police officer in the Royal Air Force. A couple of those actually at this World Cup. Amy Cockayne, also part of the police in the RAF. There's Butchers again. Yeah, Bono just, you've got to leave players alone when they jump in the air. Safety paramount, of course, in all aspects of the game. What it means is Wales are now got a line out up by the halfway. Butchers wins it cleanly this time. Late afternoon sunshine here in Whangarei. And a spark from Jasmine Joyce. Look at her go. A ray of sunshine for Wales is Jazz Joyce. Here they come again. Sioned Harris. Snowsill. Try scorer Kaylee Powell. Butchers at scrum half. Harris. Happy just to reload there. Snowsill just delays the ball. Heavy contact. Sarah Bonner goes flying. Snowsill again out the back. Good line speed that time from Scotland to snuff that one out.
Still advantage, still advantage.
Wales have the penalty advantage. Got a free hit here.
No advantage, no harms.
A little glimpse there what Jasmine Joyce can offer.
Exactly, you want to get the ball into her hands as often as possible. Really good cover tackle from Katie Mattison to get back. For all money, I thought Jasmine Joyce was gone. Intelligent little play, playing on the back of the line out, just tipping inside. Eleanor Snowsill again, right in the middle of it.
Yeah, for sure. If something is clear,
just need a little bit more depth in those outside channels.
Water out.
Lisa Neumann had a little bit more depth. She might have been able to get the ball away to Kaylee Plough. And then they would have been into some space.
Stop. Blue 7.
Just love how Eleanor Snowsill doesn't take up too much space, lets the defence come to her, and then spots the gap on the inside. And Jasmine Joyce, we know she's an intelligent player, can pick and find those holes. And what about that carry from Phillips? Saying, get out of my way.
Yep. Take a step, take a step.
Change to Scotland.
Take a step, thank you, that's perfect.
Hayley Sinclair has come onto the field for Rachel. Here come Wales with the line-out drive. It's into the hands of Karis Phillips.
Nice!
They pick and go once more. Looking for their third try here. Score now. And it'll be a mountain to climb for Scotland.
Stay on feet, Red! Stay on feet!
Picking and going. This works out for them with the Butchers try in the first half. They're all queuing up to have a go. Easy pickings at the moment for the Scottish defenders. They might need a bit more energy with it. Not much room to move. They're just going to keep plugging away here. That looks like it's held up. And that'll be a line drop out for Scotland.
Oh, great defence from Scotland. It's a shame that Wales didn't recognise the space on the outside. There was about 13 players from Scotland all around the ball. Jazz Joyce was waving her hand up, but they're just putting her body on the line. Sarah Bonner, Jade Conkle, Lana Skelton, all involved there. That's a big let-off.
Well, she's got the breeze at her back here as Lisa Thompson with this new regulation in rugby with the line out, with the line drop out. It hasn't gone a heck of a long way, and it's into the hands of Sioned Harris. Malcolm makes the tackle, and straight away Scotland's are back under the pump. Callender runs it straight and hard, but Bonner wins the steal for Scotland. She's not cheering about it this time. but she knows how important that moment is.
Yeah, big turnover. You could just feel momentum with Wales, especially after that big defensive set, to then have to try and do that again to keep them out. It's a really important turnover. Gets them up the field. See, there, she just gets isolated. Double tackle from the backs.
Yep.
Just allows the tackle to happen and then pounces on the ball.
Yes.
Good meters on the touch finder as well for Skeldon to throw the line out. One at the front by the captain, Malcolm. Back in the pocket is Nelson. She kicks again. Here's Jasmine Joyce. Look out. Good tackle though from Gaffney.
Back blue.
This Welsh back three are going to get some counter-attacking opportunities. Because Scotland, it seems, are going to continue the kicking game in this second half. No points scored after the break as yet. A lateral run here from Alicia Butchers. Finds a bit of salvation on the floor. And that's a loose pass. And it's the second row under the attentions of Conkle. Georgia Evans, who gets there just in time.
Use it.
Scotland trying to lift the energy here, up the urgency. They need to, 10 points down. Still 30 minutes to go, loads of time. They can force a turnover here, they could be in business. Snowsill again, won't find touch. Here's Rowley, Chloe Rowley to Rona Lloyd. That tried and tested running back combination for Scotland. Molly Wright puts the head down again. Madison, Nelson, option inside, decides to go to Skeldon, the hooker in midfield. Shooting out of the line was Jazz Joyce for Wales, and she's forced the error. If you're going to make a spot tackle, you've got to make it count, and she did exactly that.
Time's off.
Again, some really promising attack there from Scotland. It's all about the decision-making and picking the right play. You can see that Wales are screaming, come across, come across. If we play out the back here, if you hit Hannah Smith, you've got a 4-on-2 on the outside. It's the wrong option, and then slow ball and really good pressure from Jasmine Joyce to force the error.
Good gamble, wasn't it, from Joyce? She felt she was a bit short-handed with her defensive teammates on the outside there, made the tackle and made the pass difficult to take.
Yeah, wingers, particularly very good wingers like Jazz Joyce, will read those situations and know that they need to go and shut the ball off.
Some big games coming up for both of these sides. Wales have got New Zealand and Waitakere next weekend. They're back up here in Whangarei to play Australia. It's the Aussies for Scotland next on this ground next Saturday.
Thank you.
And they round out their pool play to Scotland against the Black Ferns here in Northland as well. This place will be rocking on the third weekend of pool play for that one.
Wales have made their first change. Lewis has come off. Onto the field goes Kira Bevan, and I tell you what, they would be hoping that that sun goes down very quickly, because they haven't had the better of conditions of Scotland. It's right in their eyes. So they didn't have the wind in the first half. Now they've got to contest with the sun as well.
Yeah, it's a very good point. It's very low, open-ended, the end of this ground. Maybe Wales can take advantage of that. They kick this high. There is the first touch for Kira Bevan, the replacement scrum half, her 45th Test cap today. Wales and Team GB Sevens as well. Very experienced player, Bristol Bears in club rugby. But coming onto it is Wassell, although she's lost the handle. And Wales can now come away with it. Snowsill keeping the ball alive. Back into Scottish hands. Little knock on the floor from a player in red, so Scotland have the advantage. They got a penalty as well.
Roll. Quicker.
Great read from Snowsill. She'd be disappointed that she couldn't get that to hand and find her support.
Being patient here, Scotland, and they don't look rattled. They're under pressure to pick up points, down by 10, but they look like a team that are trusting their processes here. They've got a plan in the second half, they're sticking to it.
Yeah, good pressure from Snowsill there. The turnovers happened, and you can see Wassell trying to keep the ball alive. Here, the ball just doesn't stick for Kira Bevan. Sinead Harris doesn't agree with the referee's decision.
Surprise, surprise.
Yep. Stand back on.
No, she's had an amazing Rugby World Cup career. Sinead Harris, 4 tries in 2017,
Outside.
10 all time.
Please.
That's a record for a
Outside,
forward.
outside.
Playing from any
Outside,
nation.
please.
One more try. She'll be top point scorer at a Rugby World Cup for Wales. But this is about Scotland, this attacking opportunity. Lana Skeldon. Throws in the middle. And it's not straight to Wassell.
Tough read.
Skeldon isn't so sure.
Big disappointment.
Ladies.
Knows how
Scrum line out,
important
ladies.
taking these chances are.
Scrum line
After
out.
all the hard work to earn the penalty, to force the turnover. And then when it's just simple skill error, it's let you down. That's going to be disappointing for them.
Rona Lloyd waiting for an opportunity. She scored 2 tries against Wales in the Six Nations earlier this year.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Kira Bevan. Yeah, she can't put her hand back in the scrum like that and flick it through. And that's a turnover at scrum time for Scotland. They got the support on the sideline as well. Rachel Malcolm says, just settle down, guys. We'll kick to the corner, we'll go again.
It's always a heated battle between the two. Kieran Bevan knows that she's not allowed to do that. She's experienced enough.
Definitely an intentional act. You've got to wonder whether they might have had a further sanction there. The change here for Wales. It'll be Keris Hale coming onto the field in the 18 shirt for Don Rose. And Siobhan Lillicrap. What a player to bring on late in a game.
Stand back on.
Named as captain ahead of the Rugby World Cup. She's out there for Georgia Evans. Skeldon, though, finds her target this time. Good straight throw. They go to the front wisely so. And here comes the Scotland line-out drive. They picked up a 5-pointer.
No.
With the rolling ball in the first half. Skeldon has it at the back again. But there's a few red jerseys there in the way, and this could be a turnover if Scotland can't get it clear. Madison's in there digging. There's the whistle, and there's the turnover. And it's a moment for these Welsh players to pat each other on the back.
Absolutely, and what about the impact from the bench there, straight into it. This would just suck the confidence and suck the energy from Scotland. Everything that they're trying to do is not working. Scotland struggling there to get any momentum going forward, and all the disruption.
Yeah, good impact, wasn't it, from the 2 substitutions, Hale and Siobhan Lillicrap. Lillicrap, a 48 test match, such great experience. She'll take up a position at the number 8
Crouch.
role here. Looks like Harris is going to go into the second row.
Set.
Bevan That's bounced off a hooker's foot again, and it's another turnover at scrum time for Scotland. Conkle has it, Gaffney now. Neither side seemingly can hold on to the ball for more than a couple of set phases, and
No advantage.
Kira Bevan sneakily onto the ball. Bit of afters here. It's been brewing, you've got to say. There's been a lot of chat. Bonner's in the thick of it. Surprise, surprise.
Just a second.
Yeah, tensions
Captain.
are high.
Captain.
Big moments.
Captain.
Big game. First World Cup for Scotland. Means so much to them. I think they're both going to get a warning from the referee now.
We don't need that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Keep calm. That's all.
Yeah.
Thank
Can
you.
we just have 30 seconds?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Good captaincy from Rachel Malcolm, just taking the 30 here. Little chat. They're down at the right end of the field. They do not want to leave this part of the ground without some points.
Yeah, I think they're saying a little bit more than just cut that out. Probably just reiterating what they're going to do here.
Thank you so much.
They've called for a scrum. I think they've got the ascendancy here.
Absolutely. It was an advantage. Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. No problem.
Big moment here for Christine Belial, the Scotland tight head. Hope they can get the momentum here. Wright and Skeldon up front as well. There's been the change in the front row for Wales. Keris Hale out there on their tight head side. Solid platform. Conkle picks it up off the base and charges onto the 5-metre line. Here's Skeldon coming around the corner. Big moment this for Scotland. Score here and they're back in business. Nelson, short ball that time to Smith.
Play advantage side.
Belial, they've got the advantage, Scotland, and she's almost there.
Side.
The Canadian-born player. Conkle, Jade Conkle. She's over the line. No whistle yet.
And up. We got an advantage. We got an advantage. 10 offside.
It was held up, but number
Whistle
10,
on the line.
Snow offside,
On the
so
line.
Scotland will get another chance.
Huge work rate from Jade Conkle. First, the carry off the back of the scrum wasn't an easy pick. Wales' desperation in defence manages to get under the ball.
There's an argument there. The Wales defender was on the floor and therefore shouldn't be able to interfere with play at all. 10 long minutes down this end of the field in the opposition 22, Scotland. Skeldon throws to Bonner. Skeldon latches onto it. Welsh players have just crumpled. They've got another advantage, Scotland. This can't go on without a card, surely. Bonner with a hand on the ball. Back to a scrum half. They play out. It's a free hit for Scotland. Thompson offloads. Nelson kicks across field. That'll go too far over the dead ball line. But we will go back for the penalty. Double whistle. That means it'll be another conversation, perhaps a card.
Yeah,
Okay,
look at that,
we
12
got
penalties.
2 collapsing in the mall.
Yeah.
And before an offside, and before an angle in a scrum. Be careful. We need to improve our discipline there.
Okay. Yeah. No
Yeah,
worries.
into a 22.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is formal.
For me, there's been a number of penalties in that area. I was surprised not to see a card be mentioned there.
Well, how many warnings do you need?
Should only be given one warning, and then the next one should be a card. But this is something that will hurt Wales moving forward throughout this competition. We saw there, Scotland have been in this area for over 10 minutes and come away with nothing so far. Other teams within this pool will be able to execute if they get that many opportunities in this half.
20 minutes of rugby with no points. 15-5 still the scoreline. That's how we went to half-time. Another important line-out for Scotland. Skeldon to Wassell. Wins it well. Here we go again. Line-out drive for the Scots. Skeldon scored in the first half. Right from this situation. Still edging forward. Welsh players coming around the side. Cara Hope there. Skeldon still has it. She's just short, says the referee. Natalia Johns lying all over it. But the ball's gone forward on the floor. Wales will feed a scrum here, right on their own line. And Scotland still come away with nothing.
That's so frustrating. You can see it on Jay Conkle's face there. They're knocking at that door. They're trying to bang it down, but it just keeps getting slammed shut on them. Got to commend the Welsh defence.
If something is real,
holding out.
team was coming.
Well, I reckon Johan Cunningham and the Welsh coaching staff will be pretty pleased with how this is working out. No cards. Giving away penalties, but look, you play to the limits, and right now they're getting away with it.
Exactly that, and they've got possession back.
Do you feel, Rachel, that Scotland, still down at the right on the field, building penalties against Wales, that they might have to chance their arm eventually? They might have to try and find the likes of Rowley, Lloyd, Gaffney on the flanks.
Certainly the power game's not coming to fruition for them. Seeing such a strong Welsh defence, all going to plan for Wales. You see how elusive Chloe Rowley, Rona Lloyd can be with open space, but unless you're getting any go forward and good momentum, there's not going to be any spaces for those players.
It's not easy to overestimate the importance of this last 20 minutes here. With New Zealand and Australia in this group, get a win here, and you're looking at knockout rugby. More likely than not. So hugely important that Scotland stay down here and try and get the ball back. Right now, though, it's a feed to the scrum for Kira Bevan and Wales. Plenty to say for both teams in the huddles and the drinks break. We've seen turnovers at scrum time multiple times already. Bevan's just had difficulty combining with the hooker to get the ball back through the channel. Let's see what happens here.
Bind! Set! No. Again. Nothing.
Expect to see Scotland attack this scrum. Turned over the last one, forced the error of the previous one before that with the penalty.
And that's all.
Well, it's all a bit old school, this, isn't it? But wherever you're watching around the world, it's about 7:10 on a Sunday morning up in Europe. It might be old-fashioned, but it's captivating stuff. Bevan to feed the scrum for Wales. Rolls it in again. It's bounced on the Scotland side. They have it back, and Conkle is going to keep driving forward. It's come out for Madison. Advantage Scotland. That's another penalty against Wales. They pick and go. Sinclair.
That's fine. No advantage.
Okay, so we've had an official warning at the previous penalty from the referee. What's coming here?
Doesn't look like the referee's having a conversation. I'd like to see Rachel Malcolm go over. There you go.
I know. I'm doing, yep.
She's just challenging her
Captain,
on those
number
points in
one.
the second half. 7
Captain,
penalties
and number
consistently in this area. She's calling over the captain and number 1
Captain.
here.
That's Beth Lewis down in back play as well in the hands of the medicos.
All available anyway. Okay, that's all. Yeah, be careful. We have a scrum. Stay square, not changing your angle under pressure, not inside.
Are you watching standing up as well?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, man.
Well, you get the feeling that Wales are playing it pretty well here at the moment.
No.
I keep saying it, but these penalties just keep racking up.
I think that's what's frustrating for Scotland is there's not even a mention of if it continues, you'll be looking at a card.
Okay.
Looking at those faces on the Welsh bench, I think they feel they're getting away with it here a little bit. Plenty of support in the stands. Been a great day, hasn't it? Triple header here in Whangarei. Great entertainment off the field as well. Plenty of youngsters in the house enjoying this Women's Rugby World Cup 2021. A year late and a long time coming, but it's just fabulous that it's underway. Yeah, Ailey Sinclair is getting some treatment. More time to chat and take a drinks break while Sinclair's getting some attention. Jodie Retty, there she is in the 16 shirt, replacement hooker. She's come onto the field. She plays for the Saracens club in London. Look at those line breaks for Wales. That's been the story. That's why they're 2 tries to the good. They've really managed to find a way through. Plenty of tackling for both teams. Those missed tackles for Scotland, that's what's resulted in the line breaks for Wales. But look at those penalties, 14-6. Plenty of those have happened in about the last 15 minutes right at this end of the field. Still plenty of time to go. 17 minutes in this game, more than enough time for Scotland to come back. If you could run out there and get some messages onto the field, Rachel, I'm sure you're, as a proud English woman, would be doing that for Scotland. But if you could, what would you be saying to them?
I think they've got to ask more questions in attack. They're so one-dimensional at the moment. Defence from Wales is so solid. Double tackles being really positive in the collision, which gives them no real momentum or go forward. If they can play out the back a little bit more, hold their depth slightly to get into those outside channels, they will cause problem for Wales. But trying to go through the heart of Wales at the moment is really struggling.
Yeah, Wales, they had a really good start under Johan Cunningham, their new head coach. They won 4 of their first 5 matches, but they're actually on a run of 5 straight defeats, this Welsh team. They had a pretty heavy defeat against England, part of their warm-ups ahead of this event. Scotland, well, they were in camp at Murrayfield for a couple of months, preparation for this tournament. They weren't helped, though, by their final warm-up game against Spain being cancelled due to the 10 days of mourning after the death of Queen Elizabeth II. So that really interrupted their preparation a little bit. Players out there just trying to keep warm at the moment. There's a change. We've got Karis Phillips has been replaced by Kelsey Jones for Wales. And Scotland also, Leah Bartlett is out there in the 17 shirt, loose head prop. She's replaced Molly Wright. There's confirmation of it. all this goes to show, Rachel, how important it is to take your chances in big games, isn't it? Because Wales have hardly had a sniff down the other end of this second half. But in that first half, every time they got anywhere near the Scotland line, it seemed like they were going to make a line break and pick up points. And that's why they're in this 15-5 lead. And yeah, Scotland have missed a few kicks at goal as well. But
yeah, every opportunity that Wales had, they were really ruthless, really direct, played real quick ball. Scotland can speed up their ruck speed and have a few multiple options in attack. They can really cause some problems. But it's been the story of the game, the amount of possession that they've had, the amount of territory that they've had, and options and opportunities, but they just can't convert it into points.
yeah, momentum's so key at these World Cups. If Wales win it, it'll soften the blow of having to face the Black Ferns in Auckland next weekend before the Wallaroos and up here in Whangarei round 3. Likewise for Scotland, they win, well, they'll fancy their chances against Australia in round 2. Confidence will be high, just so important. You can't downplay the importance of this result for these two teams. It's just why it's so tense out there. It's been a long time as well since Scotland won that final qualifying tournament, 59-3 against Colombia, that was held in Dubai. This first performance for them for 12 years. Rachel Malcolm, the captain, said after that, the best feeling she's ever felt in her entire life. Reaching a World Cup. Ross Miller, the assistant coaches, handing on some messaging from the coaching box. Tyrone Holmes up there with Brian Easton for Scotland.
Get numbers to break out, hold that carrier up, go down to base. If you get more meters there, please latch him, drag them over that trial. We've got this. Let's go.
Difficult as well for Scotland, with one of their players getting lengthy attention from the medics. Difficult to stay focused, I imagine, Rachel, when one of your owners is getting long-term care from the medics. Got to stay on the job though, haven't you, and keep focused, because this isn't done yet.
Absolutely, they'll be concerned about their teammate, but equally they want to make sure that they use this as a chance to get some points on the board, and they've got to focus at the task in hand. Just saw them players getting in together, recapping about what they need to do next.
Yeah, well, here's a look back at the tries in the game. Alicia Butchers, we so often see it. There's the jump, the number being ripped off the shirt, but then Skeldon responded for Scotland.
Yeah, really well worked. This is probably the best attacking set piece that we've seen from Scotland. Just really well worked, connected with her front pod, takes her over the line. And this was an excellent try. Nearly all the backs got their hands on this ball, but it all starts from Fionn Lewis, who attacks the line so hard. It makes defenders have to come in. And this just keeping the ball hot, keeping it alive, and the lovely soft hands and the calmness from Megan Webb to get it to Kayleigh Powell, to get over in the corner, was the nail in the coffin in the first half.
Sun setting in Whangarei, but sun not setting on this contest between Wales and Scotland. 10 points the difference, and applause around the ground here at the Northern Events Centre. Yeah, there's Hayley Sinclair. Good to see her sitting up. Looks like an elbow injury.
Okay.
So serious, but not too serious.
Yeah, she's sitting upright, and she was giving her team the message to get the job done, finish what we wanted to start.
Okay, lengthy delay. Players have been keeping themselves warm. And it's an attacking scrum this for Scotland. Approaching the 65-minute mark. Scotland need points. Haven't scored since Skeldon went over way back in the first half. We haven't had a point in the second half.
Long line, both of you. Okay? On your feet, more. That? Yeah, thank you. On your feet, both of you.
Let's go.
And as if we need saying it, Wales are still under an official warning for the penalties that have been mounting.
Bind! Yes! Set!
Madison. The ball's at the feet of Jade Conkle. They've got another penalty, Scotland. Conkle edging forward. Scrums just swung all the way round. Straight arm penalty for Scotland. What's coming now?
Number 1.
It is a yellow card. It is Cara Hope. And Wales are down to 14.
Scrum.
Yeah,
We
superb
need someone.
composure from Scotland now on that drive. Jade Conkle controlling the ball at the back. The referee had warned them.
Yep, hold up.
And as the penalty recalled,
Yep.
Rachel Malcolm straight to the referee,
Yep.
questioning whether that's the time now for a card. And then they do the good decision of opting for another scrum, especially when a prop goes off.
Yeah, they're going to need to bring on a prop for this scrum. So Carol Thomas,
Let's go.
who's a very experienced player, there she is. 94 kgs, a 61st test cap. Lisa Newman, the left wing, is the player that's been sacrificed for her. So look at the numbers for Scotland. Will they use some width now when they're 15 on 14?
Bind! Set!
Conkle urges her forwards on, but now she picks it up to number 8. Offloads to Madison, Nelson. It's on for Scotland. All they need to do is put it through their hands. Rowley, one more pass. Gaffney's in. The dam breaks for Wales. And Scotland finally have a try in this second half. 5 points the difference. 15 minutes to go.
Oh, lovely back play. I thought for a moment that they were going to crash it up, but they managed to keep the ball alive. Jade Conkle does so well to get it out of there. Same with Smith, moves the ball. And what about this rocket of a pass from Chloe Rowley to the outside? Megan Gaffney doesn't need to break her stride. And they're straight back into this now. Yeah, just a lovely little square up. 2 hands on the ball. Makes Kaylee Powell just hold her feet to check. Then she fizzes the ball out. And now we've got a game on our hands.
It has been a long time coming, those points for Scotland in this second half. The yellow card finally came. They score instantly. 0 for 3 off the tee today for Nelson. This is a toughie as well from wide out. Almost got it though. Just misses left. Remains 5 points the difference.
Yeah, brilliant dive in the corner. But I mean, now it's so important about the mentality of these two teams. Who's going to feel the pressure more? The team chasing by 5 points, or the team trying to hold on to that 5 point margin whilst having a player in the bin?
Yeah, plenty of time left on the sim, but as well for Cara Hope. So Wales are going to have to play with 14. Snowsill is going to kick the ball into Scotland territory. Almost the first time in this game. Scotland kicked straight away. That's been their plan in the second half. Get down into Welsh territory and then try and cause a turnover. 5 points. Grandstand finish coming up, folks. There's Butchers over the halfway line. Inside ball from Snowsill. Butchers again. Ball in 2 hands, running like a centre. Alicia Butchers, she's got Jasmine Joyce with her. She might not need her. Butchers still going, maybe she should have passed. Would have been a run-in, a walk-in for Jasmine Joyce. There's the knock-on. Keris Hale couldn't hold on. But if that ball had been slipped to Jasmine Joyce, that was try all day.
Yeah, it looks like she's hurt herself in the process. I mean, she had options left and right of her. 99% of the time we see Butchers execute those 2v1s, but great speed on the outside, just keeps the ball in two hands, which makes the defenders guess. She's got Bevan on her inside, Jazz on the outside, but brilliant cover tackle there from Thompson, doesn't give up the fight. That could be a big moment within the context of this game.
Keris Hale, perhaps not the sort of player you wanted arriving at that particular moment. But yeah, brilliant break from Butchers, wasn't it? And Joyce was screaming at her for the ball.
Be a big loss for them if they do lose Butchers.
When did this game kick off? Just trying to work out how long it's taken so far. It's been a lengthy process so far.
The good thing from Scotland's perspective is it's gone so long that the sun's gone down, so at least they don't have to contend with that.
That's a good point, Natalie. Butcher's heading to the sideline. She's had a really good game. That's unfortunate for her.
Beth Lewis is going to come on for Alicia Butchers.
Yeah, Beth Lewis from Newport in Wales, but she plays her rugby for the Gloucester Hartpury Club. Remember, all these players play for the English teams in the Premier 15s. 45 minutes already in the second half. And we've still got 12 minutes to go on the clock.
Don't wait for the ball. Same again, same again.
Be interesting to see what Scotland do here. Obviously, still a player down for Wales, so their back line is so narrow. With Jazz Joyce sitting off, have a big area to expose. Chloe Rowley, Rona Lloyd on the outside. We know they've got wheels and gas to burn. Or do they do the safe option?
Saw Rona Lloyd there at the bottom of the frame on the wide shot. She'd love to get an opportunity here. But Wales are just going to try and eat up seconds here at the set piece. And if Scotland are going to go, they're going to have to go the distance. Look at the power coming on. Conkle picks it up for Scotland.
Tackle, release! There, yes,
Madison wants a ball carrier. She finds one.
Stay on! Use it!
Wassell and Bonner are there together, the two second rowers. Trying to find an exit play here, Scotland. Don't need to panic, still plenty of time. Nelson under pressure, hoofs it away.
She does so well to get that away. Kieran Bevan was all over her, putting pressure on the kicker. But what about it from Jade Conkle? Scrum going backwards, players at her feet, but still manages to recycle the ball.
Wait. Inside.
We are markers.
This isn't good. That's fine. You stay here and you stay here. That's fine. Thank you so much.
Final 10 minutes here. Wales with possession in rare territory in this second half. It's been won by Beth Lewis. Good set piece from Wales, and here they come again, Hannah Jones. These Welsh backs, which were brilliant in the first half, they've had hardly anything to do apart from tackle in the second. Good attacking opportunity for them now. You fancy if they score here, it might well seal the win. Those points have been so hard to come by in this game. Slow ball for Wales, but remember they're playing with Cara Hope in the sin bin, so happy just to eat up seconds on the clock here. Keris Hale there with the carry.
Use it!
I'm told to get a hurry on now, and Scotland have forced the issue and forced the knock on the floor.
Hard exit for the view.
I think it was Bethan Lewis, just loses her footing as she goes to pick the ball. Initially it was a good decision, because Kelsey Jones was on her own, so didn't want to move the ball out from the ruck.
I think ball was out immediately, so I call balls out. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, no problem.
For me now, Scotland need to move this ball, secure the scrum, get it out to the outside channels,
Absolutely, yeah. I think it was
exploit that yellow card
Then move.
opportunity, because there's not much left on it, and there's not much left in this game.
No, that's fine. If we have
Wales have
any,
won the last 4 from their last 5 games against Scotland. In this year's Six Nations, Scotland thought they'd done it, but Wales came back to claim a victory right on the buzzer. Tries in the final quarter from Kelsey Jones and Fee Lewis. This would be a big, big win for Scotland if they can find a way. The tension is palpable here in Whangarei. Players realise how crucial this result is.
A quick update from the Scotland bench. Lead Sinclair has done an elbow injury. She's still with the doctors at the moment, likely to go to hospital, but will probably wait out the last 8 minutes of this match to see how it pans out.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to take your eyes off this one, would you, even with an injury like that. 15-10 to Wales. Final 8 minutes now. Conkle has it at the back. Scotland scrum under pressure. Chloe Rowley trying to run it out for Scotland.
No, stay on.
They're going to kick, or are they? Nelson under pressure. It was Snowsill who knew exactly what was going on, putting her opposite number under pressure.
Use it. Stay on. Stay on.
Chloe Rowley gets her head up. She's got 2 props in front of her.
Yep.
Madison kicks off the base. Being taken by Kelsey Jones, or has it? Does well, actually. It was awkward. Kira Bevan finds a ball carrier in the form of Keris Hale. Nice quick hands and a little shimmy from Calendar.
Such clever play there from Chloe Rowley. Didn't release the player immediately, which means you've got to release the ball before you get back up.
Let me check.
And Calendar didn't release the ball and has given away the penalty.
That's a 17th penalty
Minutes for the
that
card.
Wales have conceded in this game.
It's been an issue for Wales for
You can play. Yep.
a long time. Something that Johan Cunningham has continued to talk about, the discipline of his team.
Well, they conceded 63 in the Six Nations. At this rate, they'll be well on course for that at the Rugby World Cup. More changes coming on. Looks like
35 seconds.
Robin Wilkins is going to get out there for Wales.
35 seconds for the card. Next
Yeah,
stop
just
is
see there,
Rowley.
you've got to release the ball before you can continue. Chloe Rowley telling the referee she's not released it.
Yep.
Still 14 players out there for Wales, don't forget. Up to the halfway line, Scotland. They get the line-out ball. Nelson to Conkle. She's been charging in her Welsh defenders all day long. Her 17th carry of the football game. Strange option to kick in that situation. Has been deflected back into Welsh hands. Snowsill to Megan Webb.
Back move. On the ball.
Scotland get another penalty. Same old story.
After the kick.
Just wonder how many opportunities are they going to have. They need to keep hold of the ball. The last thing that they need to do is kick the ball back, or give the ball back to Wales. Yeah, just lovely work from Sarah Bonner. Pulls the players down and then latches onto the ball. Callender misses the clear.
Changes for Wales. Robin Wilkins is out there in 22. And Lowry Norkett in the 23 shirt. There she is, her Rugby World Cup debut. Her sister, Ellie Norkett, who also played in the Rugby World Cup. We'll get back to that in a second. As Scotland come on attack, here's Jade Conkle. That's been knocked down by Jasmine Joyce. Is that a deliberate knockdown? Yeah, the ball's gone forward. Is this going to be another yellow card for Wales? They just got back to the full complement.
Be interesting to see if they go to TMO to talk about this, but lovely work from Jay. You can see what she's doing. She's drawn in two defenders. Jazz Joyce probably could have got two hands to that. But you can't slap the ball down. But the referees. So TMO's come in.
I'm going to show you a knockdown from number 14 red.
Yep.
The TMO is Chris Asmus.
So there's the first angle, Clara.
Yep.
So we're just watching the right arm of number 14 red.
Not close to the body, for me is deliberate. Can you show us the wider angle?
I will show you the wider angle now.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, Clara, that is the widest angle.
Yep.
There is a player coming across in defense, but there is a line break opportunity.
Yeah. For me, clear, deliberate. Other players were coming, but a clear opportunity for a line break. So, for me, is a yellow card against 13.
I agree with those facts. Number 14 red.
No? Yep.
Jasmine Joyce, concerned look on the face of the Welsh winger.
13. 13. Yep.
Jazz Joyce heads to the sideline. Wales back to 14. Scotland with the penalty. 3.5 minutes to go. Don't go anywhere. 5 points the difference. A converted try will win it for Scotland.
Inside. Yep. Okay, thank you so much.
Lisa Thompson will kick to the sideline. First things first, just needs to make sure she finds touch here, and then Scotland can throw the ball to the line out. Takes no chances into the Wales 22. You train for these moments your entire career at a Rugby World Cup. What's the set play here, Rachel Burford?
Yes, thank you.
Well, these are big moments for big players. They've been here before against Ireland in that qualifier.
Skeldon to Bonner, they win it. Here's the line-out drive. Remember, Wales down to 14 players. Skeldon already has a try in this game. Referee says that's okay, we play on. Helen Nelson into contact. Clock counting down to the final 2 minutes. They have a penalty to Scotland. Here's the captain, Malcolm. Bit of urgency from the skipper there. Nelson over to Thompson. Thompson puts the head down, stays in field. Kaylee Powell slow to get up. Here's Skeldon again. Wales are looking for the turnover. Still an advantage for Scotland. Here's Helen Nelson, the fly half. Conkle, they've got numbers, Scotland. All they need to do is put it through the hands. Gaffney, she's already got a try. Megan Gaffney! She has the score. We are level in Whangarei. Megan Gaffney with her second try. The conversion might win it for Scotland.
What about that? The calm composure, the front row doing the handling work to get the ball to the outside. And what about this finish? She's got 3 players on her, but manages to ride all 3 and get over the top. We are witnessing some special times here for this Scottish team. Their debut back on the scene at the Rugby World Cup. And with 2 minutes to go, they pulled themselves back a chance to win this game.
Megan Gaffney, she played for the Manawatu Cyclones here in New Zealand. On her rugby travels. Spent a year travelling in Australia and New Zealand. And here she is in Northland with an enormously important score for Scotland. 0 for 4, Helen Nelson off the tee today. The ball's just trickled off the tee there. She has time to reset it. There will be a restart. Nelson, no success so far. Kick this, and Scotland win. Just goes left to the uprights. We will have a restart. It's 15 all.
Oh, huge pressure kick, wasn't it? She's not had the day at the office off the kicking tee, so it's a big arse. But there's still one final opportunity for one of these teams to claim a win.
Wales still playing with 14. Jasmine Joyce in the sin, but it's gone backwards. They have possession. Time's up on the clock. What do they do here? Do they go for the win, or do they take the draw? They're going to go for it, Wales. Alex Callender runs laterally. Kira Bevan arrives. Goes the same way to Keris Hale.
Yeah, that's fine.
A change of direction. Robin Wilkins. Sinead Harris.
Back.
Short ball to Webb. She was brilliant in the first half, Megan Webb. But they're playing with a player down here, are Wales. Here's Natalia John. She's been a workhorse all day for Wales. So much defending they've had to get through. They've got an opportunity here with the ball in hand. Inside pass to Callender again. Good tackle from Jade Conkle for Scotland. 11 phases now for Wales, edging closer. Hannah Jones, the captain. Natalia John once more. Helen Nelson tries to rip the ball clear. Still available for Wales. Sinead Harris. Megan Webb now.
Tackle near the ground.
Knees are on the floor, defender has to let go. Wales come again. Siobhan Lillicrap started this game off the bench. They're still going for it, Wales. 18 phases now. Hannah Jones, chopped to the floor by Nelson. 20 phases now. 15 all. Can they find the win? What Scotland want to do now is not give away a penalty. They're approaching kicking range, Wales. Wilkins. 23 phases now. Extraordinary finish to this game here in Whangarei.
Offside.
Penalty Wales.
Advantage.
They could kick to the corner or they could kick to posts. They're just going to play on here. Sinead Harris. Little chip over the top with the free hit. Rona Lloyd shepherds it over the sideline. They'll go back for the decision. We're not done yet.
Wow, how about that? The passage of play at the 83rd minute of the game. The effort that both teams are putting in, the discipline until those final moments. Be interesting what decision, what conversations they're having. They're looking at the kick.
Yep.
Well, they got plenty of leaders out there. Lily Crapp,
Yep.
who was the captain
Offside.
announced before the World Cup. Hannah Jones, who was the run-on captain as well.
Stay.
I think they're confirming with Robin Wilkins
Girls!
if she can make
Girls!
it.
What the goal?
Still playing with 14. They are going to kick for posts here. The referee points to the uprights.
Okay.
They'll try and win it with the penalty.
As Hannah Smith just doesn't get back on the back foot. I'm not sure that she disrupted that play, but Kira Bevan has stepped up. She said that she can make it. She backs herself.
Stay there.
Well, I'm not sure when Kira Bevan woke up this morning, she would be thinking she'd be kicking for posts in the 85th minute of this World Cup open against Scotland to try and win the game. But here we go. Kira Bevan composes herself. Her kick to win this game for Wales. She's made good contact and she's nailed it. Wales win it at the death. What a finish. It's Wales who get the win and Scotland. That's the other side of the story. The comeback in the second half, they thought they'd done enough for the draw. But Wales, playing with 14 players, went through so many phases. Kira Bevan, what a moment.
Absolute nerves of steel. It takes a lot for a player to say, yep, I'll do that. She's not been kicking that long off the tee, but steps up for her team, and look what it means. Probably the team that deserved to win has won this afternoon. So Scotland had so many chances and couldn't take them.
Well, Johan Cunningham, the head coach, said they've been working on their kicking. Well, boy, didn't it help. Wales 18, Scotland 15. Wales get the win. Well, extraordinary stuff. Gracious handshakes all round. There's the Scotland skipper, Rachel Malcolm. The comeback in the second half to tie it up. They've had Stephen Myler in helping them with their kicking game, have this Welsh team. A seasoned professional around the scene and in the UK. And gee, that has made the difference in the end. Kira Bevan. What a moment on the occasion of a 45th Test match. Has won it for her nation. Okay, let's go out on the field for some reaction. And here's Rachel Malcolm.
Rachel, absolutely heartbreaking end to that match. Can you just describe the feeling out there?
Yeah, it's heartbreak. Like we got ourselves back into that game, but I think it just showed like not taking the points when we had the pressure was critical. Wales were outstanding in the first half, and I thought, you know, it was a fantastic battle, and I really thought we could have taken it. But you know, to hold on to the end, like I think that last play, I don't know how many phases we went through. The defence was outstanding from Scotland, but the attack was just that bit better from Wales, and them to hold on and hold their discipline and get that kick at the end was heartbreaking for us. You know, we've got to look at ourselves and why we're not getting those points earlier in the game, because that proved critical. But yeah, we gave it everything we've got, and I'm proud of the girls and the fight that they put in.
To get yourself back into the contest, though, when Wales were really dominating in that first half, that must give you a lot of confidence going forward for games against New Zealand and Australia.
Absolutely. I think we know we didn't turn up enough in that first 20 minutes, and I think we showed glimpses of what we can do in the latter stage of that game, but we just can't afford to wait that late in the game against a side as good as Wales. And I thought, you know, the second half performance that we put in, particularly at set piece, really shows a huge amount of what we've got about us and our attitude. And you know, these girls are here and they're passionate to put the best performance in for their country, and I'm really proud of the fight. Heartbroken a little bit at the minute, but I know we'll come back stronger next week.
It was a great performance, though. Bad luck today.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, emotional. Yeah, emotional for Rachel Malcolm, the Scotland captain. Let's go back downstairs, and the victorious skipper Hannah Jones is with Nat.
Hannah, it doesn't get any closer than that. How were the celebrations after that kick?
Brilliant kick from Kira there, you know, she's really slotted that one over, but first half our momentum was with us, great attacking from us, but it slowed down the second half, so we've got to be disciplined for the next game. But brilliant shift from the girls, can't fault it.
What was going through your mind when Kira had that kick at the end?
Pure confidence, I knew she was going to get it over.
And just what does that do? It gives you not only confidence, but also this is so important in the context of the pool with a massive game against New Zealand. That challenge doesn't get any bigger than that at home here.
Yeah, definitely. This game was a must-win game for us, and we just absolutely landed that we've come away with a win. We started fast, and that will give us confidence now moving forward into New Zealand.
Where do you need to improve?
Key areas would be our discipline, so we're going to work on that and come back stronger in the next game.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was an excellent performance, wasn't it, from Hannah Jones and her fellow midfielder Megan Webb in that first half. That's what this victory was built on. They had to do it the hard way in the second half, living off morsels of possession. Yeah, the numbers in games like this really do tell the story. Look at that, the amount of rucks and mauls for Wales, 112, all that possession they had, Rachel Burford.
Yeah, and they capitalised on those big moments when they had them. And that was the story of the first half and then into the second half.
Okay, let's hear from Brian Eason, the Scotland head coach.
Brian, such a disappointing end to that one. I feel like the last couple of minutes of that game will be playing on your mind over the next couple of days.
Yeah, I think we probably gave ourselves too much to do first half. I thought we came back into the game really well. Probably could have taken a couple of chances earlier on. But to come back into the game at 15-all, I thought we'd put in some good defensive sets. Gave some good defensive sets at the end, but it just wasn't to be.
One of the criticisms of the side is maybe not being able to run out the full 80, but today they showed that they can certainly match it with some of the best teams.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought we were the one in the ascendancy, to be honest, second half. I thought it was all us. Probably just didn't take our chances in the goal zone enough in the second half. When they went down to 14, I thought we played well. We'd seen them taking a back off. They'd left themselves short. Played well for that one, came back into the game, but it just wasn't to be that last play.
Bad luck today.
Thank you.
Yeah, Brian Eason, understandably disappointed, perhaps was disappointed not to pick up a bit more out of the possession they had. But let's go back downstairs with the victorious coach, Ioan Cunningham.
Ioan, how's the heart after that one?
Yeah, it was nail-bite into the end, wasn't it? But credit to Scotland. I thought they were outstanding in our second half and really put us under huge pressure. But also credit to our girls to have the bravery to keep playing at the end, to try and get that penalty or get an opportunity. And a fair play to Kira at the end to slot that penalty. So, we're delighted with the win, but it was a tough one.
Just how important is it to have a run like this early in the World Cup when you do have games against New Zealand and Australia coming up?
Yeah, it's huge. Points are crucial. Getting wins are really crucial to give you an opportunity. So we firstly delighted to get the win, but you know, we made hard work of it at times, and we'll have to review it and see where we can capitalise on those opportunities.
Discipline something to look at?
Yeah, 100%. And that momentum shift in our second half where Scotland were on top, and we just couldn't get out of our own sort of 5 metre line from the try line. That's something we've got to look at.
Well, congratulations today. Go enjoy the win.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Johan Cunningham, very happy indeed, the Welsh head coach. Time now to speak to the player of the match. The match winner, you could argue, was Ciara Bevan with that penalty at the end, but it was set up on the back of the performance of Eleanor Snowsill.
Player of the match, the MasterCard player of the match, Eleanor Snowsill. Congratulations. Firstly, accept your award. Eleanor, sitting on the bench for the last 20 minutes of that one, how were the nerves?
Yeah, it was nerve-wracking. At one point, I couldn't watch. I was just sort of hiding behind my hand. But so proud of the girls. They dug it out. They believed. They kept believing right to the end. And fair play to Ciara for slotting that penalty.
Well, how impressed were you with Ciara and her kick? Because they could have been you. Could easily have been you.
I knew she'd get it. Ciara's one for big moments like that. So I backed her all the way, and just really, really proud of her. But also the team and the strength of the pack and the whole team really to keep the ball for that long and force the penalty. Really proud of them.
And just you personally as well, 18 months ago we're told that you might not make the World Cup squad. All of a sudden you're winning the MasterCard player of the match. It's really been a turnaround.
Yeah, it's a bit surreal, to be honest with you. It's been a long 18 months, but I think just if you carry on believing and work hard, like the work we've all done as a squad has been unbelievable coming into this World Cup. You know, we know we've worked as hard as we can, and to just finally reap the rewards of it is yeah, it's just amazing.
Well done, and good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much.
Let's look back on the highlights of this captivating contest in Pool A between Wales and Scotland. It was Alicia Butchers who got the scoring started. This impressive Welsh back row making their presence felt.
Yeah, absolutely. She's such a key player for them. But a good reply from Lana Skelton. Really strong set-piece work. We saw throughout the game, but this time was the only opportunity they really took in the first half. Lana Skelton gets them back in.
Yeah, she scored more than a few tries in her career from that kind of range, but then the try of the day, it started off the base of the scrum. Lovely work from the Welsh backs.
Yeah, it was so beautifully done, just soft hands, knowing where the space was. 3 players on the outside have plenty of options. The intensity that they play with in the second half really was a difference.
Yeah, Kayleigh Powell with the try there for Wales, and the second half was a completely different story. Scotland camped down in Welsh territory. The yellow card finally came, and the try came as well.
Yeah, they'd been in that area for such an amount of time, but then finally found the space, and Chloe Rowley just ejects some pace to the line and fizzes a ball to Meg Gaffney. Gets over in the corner. Really important try to get them back into it.
And Gaffney would get a double, and Scotland will lever the scores with just a couple of minutes to go. So that made it 15-all. Helen Nelson couldn't add the extra 2 to win it, but Ciara Bevan had an opportunity with the penalty. And Bevan proves to be a woman for the big moment to win it for Wales. And the autographs and the selfies begin. What a performance to come back with those double yellow cards in the second half. So that's been the story of the day. Italy started really good for them. Bonus point win for them over the USA, 22 points to 10. Work to do for the USA in Pool B. Canada, they got a win, a bonus point as well, 41-5, far too good for Japan. And as we've seen, Wales 18-15 over Scotland. So here's how Pool A looks at the moment. New Zealand and Wales with wins so far, but with New Zealand, the Black Ferns, with the bonus point win over Australia last night at Eden Park. They have the advantage in Pool A so far, but of course 2 more games for all of these teams to try and qualify for those top 8 knockout quarterfinals. Pool B next. This was our focus today here in Whangarei. Canada with the bonus point win. Italy as well. The USA and Japan will try and climb up the ladder in this pool with their remaining games in the competition, but Canada and Italy so far looking good in this pool. So coming up next weekend here at the Northern Event Centre in Whangarei. Next Saturday, match day 3, it is Scotland against Australia, the USA against Japan in Pool B, and then arguably the biggest game of pool play at the tournament. England, the top seeds, against France in Pool C, and then we'll round it out next Sunday at Waitakere Stadium. Italy against Canada in Pool B. Wales will go again up against the Black Ferns in Pool A, and Fiji, who were so brilliant in the first half against England yesterday, they go up against South Africa. Both those two teams looking for their first win. Well, it's been a red letter day for Wales. They have won it in dramatic fashion here in Whangarei. It's been great to have your company wherever you've been watching. We will see you next Saturday for match day 3. Thanks for your company. Goodbye.